Did you get that one?
Hey everybody, it's the Toy Duo team. We're going to be talking about action figures and more. We're going to do the week's rewind on all the reveals. Roll the music.
Addiction and your shelves are overflowing.
Hold tight.
When you don't know what new is coming, but you fear you might miss out. Just sit right back, just relax and watch you listen. The Toy Duo team brings you what you need. The toy news you didn't know you needed. Action figures, TV news, all the pop culture you can handle.
I love it when a plan comes together. What?
On your shelf.
Dun, dun. This is all StreamYard's ruining the intro transition and stuff like that.
Yep.
Because I just expect I put that video down and we'll all be on the screen, but it doesn't work that way anymore. Anyways, how you guys doing this week?
Doing okay.
Pretty good.
Predator Bad Dance. That's actually a pretty good play on the title there. That is actually
Bad
and
Dance.
then Preda John. You know what? I'm not sure that works.
It doesn't have to.
I give him credit for finding a way to fit John in as many as he does, though.
But I'm doing the Preda King thing from Transformers, not
Oh, okay, the one that
not
sold out.
Predator. Yes.
It sold
That's
out,
why it says the Ultimate Combiner.
that
So
sold
you
out. in
wouldn't
30
get
seconds.
confused. Yeah.
Ah,
All right. Well, we will be talking about toys and action figures this week. We got a lot of stuff that happened. We'll do some crowdfund stuff right now and some toy talk mixed in there.
Man, I tried watching that movie, top right corner, because
Oh.
everyone was saying it was so good and it's like the next Star Wars. And
then you're like, they're not even in a galaxy far, far away.
no,
and
I
there's no-
couldn't stand the songs. I was like, this is like a freaking animated musical. That's terrible. The songs are horrid.
Well, you know what? Billions of people can't be wrong, John.
I guess so, but I mean,
It's like you're trying to tell me right now that like I don't even like to eat rice.
I don't mind eating rice, but
What was that like in was it the Lost Boys where it's like a billion people can't be wrong or something when they were talking about eating rice or something like that?
oh, yeah. He does say that, doesn't he?
Oh, because they had the maggots in the rice, right?
oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, when they first, down in their lair.
I don't know how that.
They're not even good pop song. Like I've heard way better K-pop songs. Like they're
Sing
not
one.
even good.
Sing
pop
one that's
songs.
better.
They're terrible.
Sing one that's better.
Blackpink is way better. Come
Sing
on.
it. Sing it.
No,
I
no,
can't sing the song. No.
No, don't sing it.
Yeah.
Can't like no, please no.
please no.
All right, let's do some crowdfunds and we'll say hi to everybody in the chat. We'll do this crowdfunds and toy talk kind of like mixed in there just because I have a couple of things I wanted to like bring up. So this is the Jiu-Jitsu fighters from Icon Heroes. This is like kind of the wave 2. They got their Fangs figures, which looks like a wolf, a couple of wolves, and then a couple of dogs.
A wolf, a fox. It's a wolf, fox, Doberman Pinscher, and there's a Rottweiler, right?
Yeah, that's what it looks like, something like that. So kind of cool. I like the Jiu-Jitsu fighters. You know, I have like the cat ones. I think they are really good. The balance points on them are really good. Now they've fine-tuned those figures over a while, right? Like because they used to be the Cobra Kai and the Karate Kid action figures that they did. Basically, that's what I think. The bodies are probably identical. So it's all new head sculpts, hands, and ideas. This is their own property. And the reason why it'll just transition to Toy Talk, I mean, they got 42 days. They started earlier this week. They're 5% funded. They are only asking for $57,300 to be able to put these 4 figures out. And I think that's pretty interesting because the goal's pretty low for 6-inch action figures. So I equate this to the idea that there's already like the body, right? So the bodies are basically just the kung fu or the karate gis or whatever, and basically like it's the hands, and maybe not even all the hands, because the hands are just painted a little bit different, but like the heads are like new. So basically,
Yeah,
it's
you could argue the feet and hands could stay the same, just painted.
yeah, just be painted a little bit different. Now, I do notice that like there's some difference, looks like, between some of them, but the cool thing about like the Zujitsu is they do have that toe articulation in there. So there's a lot of good articulation in the figures. So I'm looking at the 57,000 and I'm like, that's a pretty reasonable goal, right? Like, and if you've got all four figures together on all four of these guys, works out to basically what they sell the figures for, $35 a piece. So they're basically
$35 a piece. They need 1,638 figures to sell.
Yeah, so I think that's pretty decent considering they already have the mold for the bodies. And so basically it's just the production run on the bodies and then probably doing a new mold for the head. And I'm guessing that upper torso piece, I don't know if you have to like change that so much. Like, because I'll show you what it looks like now. Okay, so now it's just a ball on top of a neck, right? And then the head clicks onto that ball. So you don't get great like head articulation. Yeah. But what they're doing is they're adding this
doing a double ball
in there. So I don't know if
it'll make a double ball.
They have to make a new mold for that one upper body piece, or if there's a way to modify the existing mold. Like if they go, oh, we'll just chop off the ball and then drill down and, we don't have to make a new mold. Like, I don't know what the work is involved in getting the neck to accept that barbell, right? Like, is it a new mold to go along with that point, or are they just going to modify the ones?
They usually just modify an existing mold. I think if
you think so, right? So I don't know how that works.
Because I've heard of other companies, they just say we modified the mold. You know what I mean? But which I imagine is cheaper than making a whole new mold.
Right. So I think that's a pretty good total. Anyways, I mean, a goal, right? Like, I wish the figures were a little bit cheaper, but it is what it is. That it's still basically what their retail is. Jonathan doesn't like the toe joint. In this figure, they don't really make that much of a difference. I've gotten those Zujitsu fighters in some, really good kick poses, and they have that like a good center of balance. Sorry to bore you, John.
Yeah, I'm falling asleep here.
But they do stand pretty well. I've never had problems with me being able to get them into like the kick poses or whatever. So
wait a minute.
So they do have a toe joint.
They do have a toe joint.
So wait, the gray one is called Chico.
No. These are the previous wave. I'm showing them off.
Yeah, and then Paulo has a name, Paulo the Panther.
Right.
Taj is the white tiger.
Right.
And the other guy is named Exclusive Pounce.
No, there's a character called Pounce, and that Exclusive Pounce, which was $45, that was the one that has different paint on the thing. It has the Claws logo a couple more times on it, and they took that around. That was a convention exclusive.
I see.
Okay, so I just pointing out, here you are. They got 4 new figures. They got a pretty low pledge goal. $57,000 gets this thing back and into production. So part of the toy conversation.
Do the dog ones have tails?
What?
Do the dog ones have tails too?
Some of them, like you can see the fox.
I can see the fox has a tail.
I don't know where. I didn't see. I didn't
the
get
wolf
the pictures.
does. Yeah, the wolf has a tail.
All right. So then,
ooh, this is cool.
Did you guys see the previous version of Odious? Was a 1/12 scale. So this is the second crowdfund they're doing, and there's an Army guy and Western guy, Odious, right? This was, I think, Unparalleled Universe is crowdfund. He previously did the regular Odious, and it was a successful campaign, and I've watched reviews on it. It looks pretty good. Dean's doing everything at once. They want $170,000 to move into production.
Wow.
On this one. And I almost feel like it's kind of weird because the body is identical, right? It's a matter of making the clothing and maybe the different heads. So almost, I would say, on par with what's happening at the other one, except for making the clothing. So I don't know if you go from $60,000, you have to add another $100,000 to make new clothes.
And it's interesting that they're selling the naked body for $50.
No, that was the previous crowdfund.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that was the previous one where the blank body was $50, and then they had like the add-ons and stuff like that. So what I was showing you was like, you see how the body is basic. So they've already got this figure in the works.
Yeah.
And then new clothes, new heads, because I know one of the cowboy heads has like the scarf over his face and stuff like that.
Different head.
Than maybe the way the teeth are. So very similar in my mind to getting 4 new head sculpts here, right? So the only difference is there's soft goods application for these figures. And is it another $100,000 to manufacture all that 1/12 scale clothing? Is like my question, right?
I know what Jonathan's saying.
What is Jonathan saying?
It's exactly what you said. Kickstarter is probably just for the cost of the clothes and the new head sculpts.
Okay, so, but do you think that $170,000 is the cost to make like the clothing?
You know what I mean? You've got to actually have people stitch those things together. You know what I mean? It's a lot more work than just painting a figure a different paint job.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But I wonder how much of that is going to be machine done, once it's like programmed in. I wonder how much, or do you think every one thing has to be done by an individual person?
How can I buy a t-shirt at a store for $10?
I have no idea.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Unless you've got some serious like artists doing these renderings. Then
maybe it's interesting too, because if you look at the thing, he they thank all the artists that worked on the sculpting and stuff like that. I guess there's new sculpts for the heads and stuff like that. I just thought it was interesting how there's a big difference between like $60,000 to get 4 figures and $170,000 to get 2 figures, of which the bodies would pretty much be the same. It's just the clothes and the heads. Now, these other 2 figures down here in the yellow are bonus figures that if it gets funded, Big Bad Toy Store is going to have those available on their site as more Odious figures. So I feel like if it backs, Big Bad Toy Store is going to dump a bunch of money onto it so they can sell these exclusively on Big Bad.
Well, and his website, it says the shared exclusive.
Yeah. So similar to when we talked to that space Zombies from Mars, where they said if they get funded, Big Bad's going to kick in and purchase X number for the site, which is why they didn't have to get to such a high goal. And I remember those space zombies were just trying to get to a little over $100,000 because they were like, to do these figures from the ground up, it was somewhere around 170. But this isn't from the ground up anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of like, to me, it was kind of interesting how you set up your campaign. So I don't know.
I don't know how I know, like you were saying, how can they do t-shirts? They have shortcuts for t-shirts these days. Like there's actually t-shirt fabric that comes in this tube part. And then all they have to do is stitch on the collar and the sleeves. but the shirt comes in a tube. You know what I mean? Like that's why there's no seam on the side of your shirt or on the back or anything to make
because
this.
it's manufactured like a
Yeah, it's manufactured like that. So t-shirts got really cheap because they basically like.
You know what, John? I never noticed that I'm wearing a t-shirt right now, and I'm like feeling the sides, going, "Yeah, there are no seams anymore on the sides of this thing."
That's how they really like got that process down. But these are so specific to that figure that I don't think it'd be easy for them to set up an automated machine that would just pump out, say, the pants over and over again. I think they're all hand done. You know what I mean? With little sewing machines. You know, like I just don't. I can't imagine. I've never looked at a toy manufacturing line for clothing to see how they do it. Like if there is a like a shortcut like you would in making t-shirts or jeans. But yeah, but to me, especially that smock on the cowboy one, like that seems like something you'd have to do individually. Like I don't. Yeah.
Anyways, they're about $100 a piece if you want to back them. So the military guy is $95. The Western guy is $110. You get $5 off the other one if you do it as an add-on, and then you can get the original figure for $50.
Yeah,
as an add-on only. So Jonathan's talking about the space zombies from guys space zombie from Mars guys screwing up going to Big Bad Toy Store. I agree with this. I actually messaged back and forth a little bit, but I don't know if it was lost in translation or whatever, like from English to English. But I said to him, "Do you think it kind of shoots you?" I honestly, dude, I remember they were halfway through the campaign, and Big Bad Toy Store opened up the pre-orders for the space zombies from Mars.
I remember because I backed it, and I was sitting there watching it, just like, oh my god, what are you doing? You're killing me.
Yeah, and I asked him specifically, Adam, the guy who was on with us. I was like, "Hey, do you think that kind of shoots you in the foot? Shouldn't a Big Bad Toy Store waited until the thing funded?" And he's like, "Oh no, it's fine because that's not factored into our goal." And I go, "Yeah, but the problem is, ask Big Bad Toy Store how many pre-orders they got, because all those people would have backed your campaign."
Exactly.
And it's not going to fund, if people have an alternate source. And I tried telling like Big Bad too, like they didn't. It's one of those things where, like, I guess because I ask dumb questions about toys and stuff, they think I'm being like difficult or something like that. So they don't want to like follow me or respond too much or something like that. But I'm asking general questions. I was telling Big Bad, "Hey, do you think it's responsible? Do you think you should like also tell people when you're saying, hey, pre-order from us, you should first go back the Kickstarter because these pre-orders are not going to be available if the Kickstarter doesn't fund. Should you say something like that?" And they're like, they just ignore me, and I think it's legit questions, but it's kind of hard to like say, well, okay, because I'm not saying, "Oh, that's so fantastic, you guys having these fantastic pre-orders so that everybody can get it." I'm not going to say that when the Kickstarter's not back, because if it's, one's dependent on the other, you should be telling people that. But it's like hidden down in the small print on their social media. They don't mention it at all. They don't say, "Hey, here's the Kickstarter link." They just say, "Go pre-order from us." But doesn't work. I take all the pre-orders you want. You're just gonna have to cancel them. I don't know.
Just making more work for you.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe they just don't want to deal with it. Like if you're.
But I did tell that Adam, like, "Hey, dude, do you think you should tell Big Bad not to like have the pre-orders while your campaign's going?" And he was oblivious to why it was going to affect the Kickstarter to me, like the conversation going back and forth. Then I was thinking, well, maybe I'm not explaining it very well in the message and stuff like that. But I felt like I was pretty clear that, like, hey, people who are going to pre-order would be people who would back your Kickstarter, but people who would have normally backed your Kickstarter are going to go pre-order from Big Bad Toy Store because they want the safety and the security of getting a refund. Right? I don't know.
Yeah.
But
then they didn't back, right? That didn't end up passing.
Did not back. No.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this Odious, it looks cool. The Western dude's cool. I wish he had boots, but he doesn't because of the feet. Now I've watched the reviews on the Odious figure, and it looks pretty good. It's a good looking figure.
Their feet.
Yeah, and so, I mean, if you want a Western kind of gorilla looking dude,
take the thing down. Take
it looks cool. It does look cool. I'm gonna tell you, but it's too rich for me. I'm out at over $100.
Take the chat down. For feet, Dan, I want to see the feet. Oh, okay. Yep.
All right, Mr. B's here. Ricardo's here. This Q66. You got Dino from Geek Strong chiming in. He's feeding the ducks, driving, bodybuilding, and he's at a convention. Jonathan Redmond is here. Let's see. I saw Gary's Grells earlier.
Dave's Dimension.
Stopping in. Profits here. David R.
I think we got the whole gang.
Is that it? Okay.
So
I think
you know, it'll be really interesting. Like, does he have alternate feet that he can grip the gun with?
I don't know, John, but that would be really cool. But it would be now you need $187,000 to get the.
Because apes don't have their toe in the same spot we do. They almost have a hand for a foot. They have a toe that's off to the side, so they can grip stuff with their foot the way we grip with our hands. You know what I mean?
There's no bonuses on this thing, though. You know how like sometimes when they say, "Oh, if you back, you're also going to get this, and you're going to get this, and you're going to get." There's no bonuses on this one at all. This one right here, there's like a patch. It's like a magnet, I think, or a sticker that becomes like a patch or something, some other stuff like that. But this one, there's no bonuses, but the bonus is if it backs, you can buy 2 more figures over at Big Bad Toy Store or their website,
and one is blue.
Right.
What a bonus.
Okay, or you get
4 Zujitsus.
Yeah, what?
I said, or you could get 4 Zujitsus for 100
for basically 100.
Gonzo wants to just buy the soft goods because he's already got the figure. Yeah.
Well, check this out. So it's Gonzo. I was thinking about that because in the original campaign, you can order the bare Odious with no outfit.
Yeah.
Right. So people probably bought a couple or at least one as an add-on when they backed like the regular one, right? Knowing that they could go get the Mapix outfits or whatever, and it was going to fit because it's a figure, right? So yeah, that could have been a really cool add-on for this. Is order the Wild West Odious and then get an extra outfit, or order the Wild West one and then just get the military outfit as an add-on, right?
Yeah.
That way, if you already had the plane,
yeah,
that would have been really a cool option, but they didn't do it. All right, so the Tron HasLab has skyrocketed this week to 11,200. No, I mean, I'm reading that wrong. 1,127 backers. It's more than halfway there. It's got 16 days. Last week it was at 1,098. So it got, let me do my rapid mental calculations, 29 backers last week, which means funding this thing funding this is just right around the corner.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, this is gonna fund. They're gonna have to throw in extra tiers.
Well, I got to tell you something. They ended up getting 30 because I did cancel mine already because I didn't want to forget. I'm going to Disney next week. I didn't want to forget that I ended up getting stuck with it, so I canceled mine already. I was trying to help people get to that 10,000, but it's not gonna.
We
Okay,
don't
so,
think. Yeah.
so 1,127, and the photos obviously didn't push it over the top. Maybe they released the new photos too soon. Maybe they need to should have released them like a couple of days at a time instead of all at once. But they are going to be on a podcast because they're friends. Because this podcast is friends with these two guys apparently, so they're going to be on the Super Safe podcast. But they've asked for questions in the Instagram post, so they said, "Put your questions in here, and we'll see if we can answer them." I'm 99.9% sure they won't address any of the 3 questions I put in there.
Well, they did say appreciate the support. We're gonna
Not
hope.
to me. Not to me.
Oh, that was replying to James, not you.
Yeah. So what happened was I said,
It looks like it's on your thread. So
well, because I said, how hard / possible would an add-on tier be for loose bag figures, and what would the cost for that look like, knowing that they would have to charge more? James said, I backed it, but it's clear it's not going to fund. So what is Hasbro going to make to make the set more exciting for 9,000 people? And basically Hasbro says, Steve Evans says, appreciate the support to James. Appreciate the support. Let's hope the specialness of the exclusive set shines through enough on its own to bring the Tron and the 375 fans on board in the last moments. So
which means on the last day they're going to get 9,000 backers somehow out of the blue. Yeah.
He's basically said here in his response, Hasbro's not doing anything.
Yes, Hasbro's not doing anything, but the specialness of this exclusive set will eventually shine through, and suddenly there'll be 9,000 backers. Because remember that executive order that said no HasLab can fail? They're just going to pick up 9,000 followers on the last day.
It's exactly right. Like so they're going to be on this podcast. They're asking for questions, but I don't really feel like they want questions.
No.
Because unless they're just saving what I wrote for talking about it, right? Like I doubt it, but we'll see.
No, the questions and comments they want are, this is really, really cool. What could come up next in the 375?
Yeah. I'm sure that's what it is.
Fantastic. Does the lighting, like...
I did ask if there was some way they could do a video and show what the lighted display looks like just without all the extra lights. And he said, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. When it comes back from its travel tour, maybe they'll do some sort of video. So maybe they have it there during this podcast and they do something like that. I also asked if TVC figures are $20 each, the comparison of $120 for the figures leaves $140 for the base and cycle. And then I said, by comparison, the TVC speeder bike and Scout Trooper basically was $45. So then I asked, are using those numbers fair in comparison? Why or why not? Right? Because in my mind, then you say 45 and 45 is 90, right? That's 2 figures and 2 light cycles for $90. Then $20 each for 3 more figures. That's $60. So now you're at $150. So using that math, you're saying that lighted board is $110.
Yes.
Right. So I didn't want to say that because I didn't want to say something too negative, but I wanted to kind of point that out. The response that I got was from somebody else explaining to me that like, there's no way those are TVC prices. These have all new articulation in the knees and neck. And these should be $30 because the production run is way too small. And then I had to remind him, a production run of 10,000 is not small.
Yeah.
Right? Because when you're saying 10,000 Mackers, that's not a small production run when they're doing 2,500 in a production run.
Yeah.
So this is probably like my difficult questions that I ask. But finally, I basically, just because, you know, I don't like the word exclusive and I don't like the use of this like HasLab to make stuff that I think could be sold at retail. I basically asked, was there ever a consideration to just not call the 375 projects HasLabs and instead just branding them 375 project or something like that, erasing the idea of it being a dream project so that nobody's saying this is not a dream project, because that would prevent me from saying it. And then I was suggesting that if it's not like a crowd fund, they could just, over the course of 375 days, do a thing where like at Comic-Con, they could have said, hey, we got this Tron light cycle and this program with light cycle. And they're, you know, $120 for the set. And they're going to go up on sale now, right? And then they go to New York Comic-Con and they say, and to continue with the 375 line, we're giving, you know, you can get a carded Tron, a carded program, like separate from the light cycle package in a set with Sark, right? And then that set's $75 or something like that. They would make more money, right? And then they do a thing where like a few months later, they announce Flynn and Yuri in a double pack for like $50 or something. And then a few months later, they announce Tron in disguise with the warrior figure. You know what I mean? Something like that over the course of, I say like a year, but just make it 375 days. So every few months, they release some exclusive part of this 375 project. And then at the end of that, they just announce, they just say, hey, the Tron 375 is over. If you got what you wanted, you got what you wanted, but we're moving on. And this is the year of the black hole or something like that.
Yeah.
That male body is used three times on the Tron set. Only the heads, female body, and chest and toga are unique. And Jonathan is actually right. I actually have comparison photos of like the boots and the legs and all that kind of stuff, just because when I got that response, I started looking at the pictures more closely and just trying to figure out which pieces are being like used multiple times. So theoretically, like the figures are, I mean, Yuri's a little bit different, right, in some areas, but the boots, her boots are different, Sark's boots are different, but everybody else's boots are the same type of thing. So yeah, they did some different articulation, but it's not that different. You know, there's a lot of stuff that's being reused over these figures.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Interesting.
I suggest if you have Instagram, go over, find that post. It's on Mr. Stevie's thing, and leave some questions and ask them. I mean, like, you know, how are you guys going to fix this thing? Because there's Tron fans out there that don't need a lighted board, or, you know what I mean? Or don't think this is a HasLab, or I don't think it is.
Jonathan says 375 project is going away in 16 days if this fails.
It did. That's 100% the truth. Or they have to figure out how to like not make it a HasLab. Right? Like they got to turn it to its own thing. Yeah, because in my mind, once you put the name HasLab on it, it's one of those things where, have you ever like looked at a picture and you can see like a person's face, or you can see like a street and some trees? If you throw it down and say, hey, see this street and trees? Somebody who might just naturally see the face might not see the face. Right?
Yeah.
But if you throw it down and say, hey, see the face right here? Their brain automatically, like, you know, could like, so when you throw that HasLab name on there, to me, I feel like there's quite a few people who are like going, oh, Dream Project, what is it? And then they're trying to find the dream in there. And then they sit up and they think, I must have been dreaming when they announced that. Is that real? That's the dream part of this project.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to give them a hard time. I just want them to answer some questions.
Yeah. Yeah.
call it legacy. I mean, like John canceled his, so that's where that goes. And you can see it's not $259.99. It's $259 plus $35 for the shipping, plus 26.
It's almost $320.
25 bucks in taxes. So $319. Let's see. Hold on.
Hard pass.
Emily from Star Wars team was moving on to other projects. Yeah, just like I feel like they're just not. You know what I mean? There's that lull where nobody talks about it, and I feel like we're at that spot. Except for these guys are actually going to be a guest on some other live stream or a podcast, and they're taking questions. But I wonder how many of these questions they'll actually get to.
Prophet's right. They're going to review those questions. They're going to be canned and ready.
Yeah, they're not going to. They might say, "How hard possible would it be for like to get?" Oh, well, you know that we can't really do that now. Moving on. You know what I mean? Like, oh, that doesn't really make sense. They're going to say that doesn't make sense. But they watched a bunch of people buy 2 Cantina sets so they can get carded and carded and figures and one to open, right?
Well, that's why they're like, well, wait a minute. If we did that, we wouldn't, get the people to buy 2 so they can have one open and one sealed.
But they could easily make an extra $100, let's say, on the ones that fund, right? They would get 10,000 plus another 10,000 plus 100, whatever that math is. Two more zeros, right? and then it boggles my mind because I'm like, let's see. Oh, let me go back, Jonathan. It said that they were going to be on with. Oh shoot, I did not. Okay, hold on. Let me go. I was on Mr. Stevie. Hold on.
Jonathan's asking.
He did respond to me and stuff like that, but it still didn't choose to like follow me for a reason.
They don't follow anybody.
He follows quite a few people, but he purposely didn't want to follow me. Next week, we're sitting down with friends of the podcast. So AIC Podcast, Adventures in Collecting. Is anybody familiar with them?
Never heard of them.
Okay.
Never heard
Anyways, they have a podcast on Instagram. They have 16,000 followers. I'll just pull that up really quick.
Good for them.
I'm nowhere close. I finally broke. I finally got 1,100 followers on Instagram.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So AIC Podcast. That's where they're going to be.
Cheers, Jonathan said.
All right. Let me get rid of that. All right, let's just move on. Let's do bragging camp. Does anybody have anything they want to show off this week? Looks like Dan's got something there.
Sure. I've just been tinkering with my 3D printer.
That's right. I cannot get anything to adhere to my print table anymore.
That Kroll? Is that from Kroll?
I have no idea what it is. I think it was just a random file that I was like searching for fidget things, and then this came up. I was like, that's pretty cool.
Do you think that, Dan, my problem with my 3D printer might be that it's in my garage and the temperature in my garage isn't staying constant?
Yeah, if it warps, cools too fast, it'll definitely pull off the.
Because it gets about a 1/4 inch high, and then I notice that the thing pulls off the print table.
It's curling.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably cooling off too fast.
All right. I'll have to move that. Look at that.
Whoa, look at his naked butt.
Isn't that funny?
Gross, man.
That's some Predator stuff back there. Ooh,
Oh,
Batman.
look at that.
Batman.
I used glow in the dark filament for this, so this is
Ooh,
really
it
bright
glows-
too. What's that?
Glows in the dark?
It does, yeah, but it actually comes off, so it's got a plate. You can put
Yeah.
LED strip in there, light it up.
I
I
bet.
just finished this guy today. This was probably
Ooh,
one of the
that's
coolest
cool.
ones.
Ooh, that is cool. I
Yeah.
like it. That's a good print.
Heck yeah, it was. I was super impressed. Very
Wow.
happy with it.
You can sell those.
That's cool.
I don't know. I feel like everybody and their brother has a printer. They could probably.
Yeah, but some people's are in their garage and they just nothing adheres to the print table.
No, that's pretty cool. It's
Yeah.
like the Alien 3 Alien.
That is cool.
Yeah, kind of. What was the dog, right? The dog alien?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. John, do you have anything?
Well, I got the last 2 pieces of Devastator in.
Mhm.
All right.
So,
Nice. They look exactly the same from here.
they're just green and purple construction vehicles.
That's
Yeah.
why. Just same
When
color.
I get to the house, I'll get the other ones because I will now do a video putting these all together into the giant Devastator, and we'll compare it with the last one to see if they're the same size or if they're significantly smaller. I think it's smaller, but we'll see.
All right. All right.
That's it.
That's it. All right. So, I've been doing the Last Dragon figure, so a little bit of an update. Here's Leroy. I actually switched him over to Quick Kick.
Jenkins?
So John's happy that I painted Quick Kick.
Leroy
And-
Jenkins.
Who was that? That's Quick Kick?
Yeah, the Quick Kick body.
Wow. Good job.
And somebody commented on TikTok saying he's too dark. The previous paint, so I lightened him up a little bit to try to make him look a little bit better, and then I was able to fix the wanky eye a little bit. So I feel like it turned out a lot better after the repaint.
Really good, yeah.
And then I went down to Hobby Lobby and I bought some red felt,
Oh yeah, good.
Nice.
and I tried to make the little outfit. Now I think I'm going to try to find a WWE belt
Yeah.
for there. I thought I had.
Now,
one,
did that-
but I guess I don't.
Making that outfit cost you $100,000?
No, making this outfit literally cost me 39 cents for the red felt and 39 cents for the black felt. And I already had the scissors. And this thing's put together basically with like
I already had the scissors.
hot glue. I just hot glued the red onto the black. And then so you could see I did this piece right here with some extra fabric that I had lying around. And I just hot glued it onto a strap of. So this piece right here is all one piece, and the reason I did that was so I could like tie it around his waist in the back and keep all this on. So, and then
Now, did you already have the hot glue?
I already had the hot glue, so I did not have to. Yeah, because points of articulation. I have the hot glue
I wondered
for projects that I haven't been able to get to, and then just for giggles, I took this. I'll just do it this way. This Pedro Pascal head, painted the hair black, gave him a big heavy mustache, put him on Shipwreck, painted Shipwreck's shirt red.
Oh, that's
Then I gave him this hat in an attempt to try to make him kind of look like Smokey in the band.
Man.
Yeah,
The band.
the band.
Yeah,
we need,
right.
we need a 1/12 scale Firebird Trans Am.
I think
Yeah,
that's
that's in the paint shop right now.
Is it?
Yeah.
So if you don't know, like there's a company called Processed Plastics. And in the 80s, they used to make cars of different sizes. So I had the Trans Am. Well, I still have it, but it was silver. So what I did was I taped it up and I painted it black. And I'm going to try to reapply the sticker. If I can't reapply the sticker, I'm just going to go to Hobby Lobby and buy the vinyl, the sticker vinyl, and I'll just make the eagle and put it on the hood. And then once it's painted, then I'll have the Trans Am. Because those processed plastics cars are almost perfect for a 6-inch scale figure.
Yeah.
I don't have that up here, so I can't show it off. But
Well, you said it was in the shop getting painted, right?
well, yeah, the shop is like my recycle bin
Yeah.
in a box.
Yeah.
So I have like a box. It's in there. I painted it. I put it in the recycle bin. Closed the lid to prevent like dust from getting on it. That way I don't have to have it in my garage because spray paint smells awful in the house or in the garage. So anyways, that's it.
Cool.
All right.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, and the TV and movie news you didn't know you needed. This week you can watch Frankenstein on Netflix.
Oh, it was really good. I watched it.
Oh, that was yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was really good. That's like the best Frankenstein I've ever seen. It was so good.
You can fall asleep to the Fantastic Four on Disney Plus.
That's why I watched that too. It was pretty good.
All right. You can, if you haven't seen Jurassic World and you didn't want to pay for it on streaming, you can watch it for free on Peacock or just skip it and not miss anything.
I watched that too. It was pretty good.
I'm just bashing all the movies John likes. Or you can fall asleep watching Downtown Abbey, the grand finale.
No, did not watch it. Never seen it. Downton Abbey doesn't interest me.
Downton Abbey.
What?
And then Predator Badlands is out in theaters.
Which looks like you have an animated picture of it there.
Yeah, so who went and saw that?
Not yet. I might, if there's an early show tomorrow morning, I might go tomorrow morning. If not, maybe Tuesday morning.
Tonight.
I think you should go tonight.
Going tonight. Are you going, Vern?
I want to see it, but we'll see. I might end up waiting for digital. It is a horror movie after all.
Is it though?
I don't know.
I feel like the Predator's more like a.
I just realized that the Predator is the guy that was in that Amazon TV show, right? Where he goes to the small town, gets arrested, has to do the Rambo on all the cops.
I don't remember seeing a Predator movie like that.
Rebel Ridge.
Rebel Ridge. I think it's the same guy, right?
No, he's a Predator.
Aaron
I
Paul.
never saw a Predator movie where he's a small town cop or something. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the actor. Aaron Paul is in Breaking Bad, I think.
Sorry, Aaron Pierre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So same guy.
Is it really? Oh.
I think so, right? That was in the Rebel Ridge.
He's the one from Rebel Ridge, but I didn't know he was the.
He's the Predator.
Yeah, I just keep saying that he's in. Gonna be one of the Green Lanterns.
Yeah, I think he's going to be in the TV show, the Green Lantern TV show. He's going to be Jon Stewart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still, to John's point, I wonder why the Predator looks so weird in this one. Like, why doesn't he have the Predator head? You know,
John. For that answer, just go to Star Trek and find out why Klingons look different.
No, it's like
than the original Star Trek. Same reason.
Yeah, you can't change the way the aliens look. It just messes everything up.
Disney-fied. Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah, he's wearing a princess dress halfway through the movie.
No, it's probably like a kinder, gentler, like,
yes,
let's get along. We don't just want to destroy everybody. Let's be friends.
People's Predator.
Yeah. The People's Predator. Yeah.
I think the actor wanted to be seen more. He's like, you can't recognize me in Predator makeup, so let's take more of the makeup away so you can recognize my face a little bit more.
But my guess, John, is that maybe he's younger. So maybe he hasn't had time to get like his features grow in a little heavier as you get older.
Yeah, okay.
Look at a picture of yourself when you were 20. You did not have that beard.
I still had a head though.
Yeah, but you didn't have that beard.
Yeah, but
I don't look anything like I looked when I was younger.
It's not like it's hair that grew. They have actual like a bony ridge that goes around their head, and this guy doesn't have it for some reason.
And keep in mind that's a artist rendering too.
He's the youngest of his tribe. That's what Gary's.
The youngest of his tribe. So Jonathan says it's good, just Disney-fied.
He's a nice killer. No, he's a.
Oh, okay. So he's saying they added the cutesy stuff to sell kids' toys. So probably like in Star Wars, where Chewbacca was going to eat those little bird creatures, and then the puffins or whatever they were.
Yep.
And then Yeah, and then they sold stuffed puffins. This predator is a smaller predator. He is considered to be the weakest link in the tribe. That's why he needs to prove his first hunt.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
thanks for the
if you were
spoiler.
smaller- even if you
Yeah,
were
way to
smaller,
go.
even if you were smaller, they would look the same.
Thanks, Dean. Now I guess I don't need to go to the theater and watch the movie.
I didn't know he was.
It's not like a wolf and a smaller wolf look different. They still look the same.
I thought him and the android were just going for a walk.
Predator 1, 2, Predators, Badland, Prey for me. Yeah. Oh, he's giving us. Yeah.
This is the list of the
I
priority.
like Prey a lot. I think Prey is pretty good.
What was the one where they were on Earth and they had the little special ops team that chased the little predator around?
I like how Jonathan doesn't even have the Predator on his list. Like that one didn't even count for him.
What was the Predator?
I think
That was another movie. You know what I mean?
Is that the one I'm talking about?
I think so. Yeah.
With
That's one where
the
the predator came down and there was another predator chasing that predator.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think that's what it was. And then they had the special ops team and the scientist lady was running around trying to grab him in like a box van or something.
Yeah,
Something
that's right. They were in a van.
And he was like, "Oh, well, he's not a predator, so we're not hunting all these people who are hunting us. We'll just." Oh, because he had the equipment, right? He had like the piece of equipment from the predator or something. He sent it home.
I don't think that.
Was that one?
The kid,
I mean,
the kid had the helmet. Yeah, the kid had the.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. See, I could barely remember. I mean, my memory's shot.
We got in the garage too long.
Yeah. With the paint fumes.
Paint fumes.
All right. All right. Let's get.
Where she shot herself in the foot. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, he doesn't even include that one on the list. He's like, that one doesn't even count.
That's not even a.
And at the end, they were like, here's the special predator killer suit or whatever. It's like a stupid rope, like CGI effect.
All right.
I counted a 42 long.
They couldn't
All right.
even make something out of cardboard. They
All
have
right.
a really bad CGI effect.
So John saw 3 out of these 5 and is planning to see 4. Dan, you have seen how many of these?
All of them.
Okay. You actually watched Downtown Abbey?
Oh wait, no, sorry. I thought you meant the
It's
predator.
Downton.
We're
It's
back
not
on the screen.
Downtown.
You're right. I always say downtown. It's not. It's Downton Abbey.
Downton Abbey.
Jeez.
Let's
You
see.
guys complain about how I say Temu, and then you can say Downtown Abbey.
Oh God, no, not that again. Don't get that started.
Was Frankenstein good, by the way? Because I haven't seen
Oh, I
it yet.
loved it. It was great. Yeah,
That one's on my list. I think I'll try to get that tomorrow.
Okay.
it was the best Frankenstein movie I've ever seen. Sorry, Kenneth Branagh.
Really? You didn't like the one with where the guy was running around the city?
Here we go.
Whatever that was. You didn't like the one with Gene Wilder? That wasn't the best for you?
That's a good one. Yeah,
Walk
that's
this way, Igor.
Yeah, no, that's
Oh no, the other way around.
that's a fun one. Yeah, yeah.
Hello, Mr.
No, this is like really like good movie. You know.
All right, so this is the part of the show where we talk about the toys that were revealed this week. So get your pocketbooks out again, people, because by the time this segment's over, you, like me, will have no money. So it's Legion's Con this weekend, and they've announced new figures that you can order now and wait 2.5 years to ever hope to get.
Awesome.
Please, everyone, jump on these pre-orders to help pay for the one that I ordered 2 years ago. Are you guys following the Legions, the Mythic Legions at all?
No.
All right. Anyways, I think the creatures look really cool. Because I've been waiting 2 years for a pre-order, it's tough to like want to order anything else.
They're just expensive.
Yeah.
No, I can't.
But
yeah.
they look cool.
No, they're awesome. Awesome.
Yeah,
figures.
yeah, no, they're great looking figures. He totally looks like a Draconian from the Dragonlance novels.
Yeah. But the best part is that I can take these pictures and put them into an AI app like Knock Knock and just animate them.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm good. And because they put them on like basic black backgrounds and stuff like that, which means I can just click on it on my phone and cut and paste them into different backgrounds, like my backyard, and make it look like I had it out in my backyard.
Yeah, yeah. I could see like you could even make a claim that that other figure, the guy, because he's got the blonde hair, that could be who was Racefulin's brother in the Cameron, right? Wasn't it Cameron?
And
so that's a Draconian from Dragonlance on the right, and on the left it's
Dragonlance. Yeah, Dragonlance.
Yeah, from Dragonlance.
All right, and then look at that crab, John.
Wow.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah,
it is actually. Wow.
Look at the little snake lady. Didn't they come out with a snake lady once, or was that Motu?
Yeah, I think they did. So did GI Joe, didn't? Or no, it was He-Man that made those.
Yeah, the Motu, the the snake lady. And that was available. You ordered that, and like a month later, you got it.
Yeah. Yeah, that crab creature is really cool.
Yeah.
Being a fan of Clawful from He-Man, it makes me kind of want that thing. But
I think you should order it.
Probably going to be like $100. I can't.
You should check it out.
How much was Crabman? He's at least $50, right?
I don't know. I didn't see any of the prices. I think these go up for pre-order in January, from my understanding. I might have to, like, when they finally get around to like being in stock at Big Bad Toy Store or something like that, I might pick and choose, but I'm never going to pre-order again. It's
you had one on pre-order for 2 years, haven't you?
That's what I'm saying. I'm never doing a pre-order again. Okay, so it was hard for me to figure out, are these guys like shorter than everybody else?
Is that a walrus?
What?
That's a walrus?
Tusks?
Yeah, the tusks and stuff. I don't know if it's like a mask.
No, it looks like a walrus. He's got the little beard.
Oh yeah, it looks like it goes straight to a neck kind of.
Okay, well then walrus dude, and then this Captain Hook dude apparently with a grappling hook for a hook.
Yeah.
Okay, the walrus is 8 inches and the pirate is 7 inches. Can you imagine that? 8-inch tall walrus dude.
Yeah.
And what do you think he's got in that little wooden vessel he's carrying around his waist?
Oh, it's mead. It's a honey mead.
Oh, okay.
Gotta be, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look really cool.
Or tuna oil.
Yeah, they look cool.
Blood pressure.
Oh, look, a little dragon imp guy.
Yeah.
Oh, he's so cute. I could do a little imp.
Oh, the accessory thing. Yeah.
So the accessories are kind of cool too, but do I got to wait 2 years for that?
Yep.
And what am I going to do with a fish? He's permanently going to be a fish out of water.
Yep. Unless you have a fish tank, and then you're going to put them in there with a little crab. Yep.
I mean, you know how GI Joe had all those. So when GI Joe came out with the divers, right? Like the first one, I was like, oh yeah, I got to get that one. That's super cool. I like the diver. I think I bought some diving set from Gridiron Studios props. Then how they had that 2-pack that recently came out. I was like, yeah, those look really cool. I like them, but I've never really been able to do anything proper with the divers except for stand them up holding their diving stuff. Right? Because I don't have like a way to display figures swimming around underwater. So it's kind of a tough, I don't know. But I think it's pretty cool.
Even put them in water? Like, could you make a little display underwater and have them sitting there floating in the middle of the water? Would the water like eventually ruin the figure, like discolor it or do something?
I don't probably not, because it's just plastic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
She put chemicals in there.
Would you have to change the water every once in a while?
But maybe you could do something like if you had like a little thing. I guess you could do it. It's just getting them suspended and staying at a certain, you know what I mean? You could do it. I guess if I made like a little diorama board and painted it like blue, I could have wires sticking off of it, and then you could have them kind of displayed like they're in swimming
from
poses.
behind the figure, so that when
And if
you're
it fits
looking
perfectly
down,
on a shelf, right,
Yeah.
and you can have, that could work. Never
Yeah.
thought about that.
But your point is solid, though. I feel like you have to have a whole setup for those niche figures. You
Right.
can't just have one sitting somewhere. Even it's cool as it is, you got to have something behind it, or more, or multiples to, you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Like I could use the jaws here in that set. I could use the chest for sure. The fish, I don't know what I would do with. The crab, I can just be on the ground.
Lobster.
Everything else, except for those two fish. The two fish, wouldn't have any use for them. Now, John, you did Dan, did you also get the snow cat?
No.
No, I did not. No, I did not.
Oh, because then you could use those fish for what they caught with their fishing stuff.
And the cooking set.
Yeah, yeah. All right, and then a shark. Check out the shark, dude.
No, that's not a shark. That's a ray.
Okay. Oh, a stingray, dude. Check them out. Isn't there a shark that looks like that though?
A walrus and a shark.
I don't think they have ray fins on the front. I think that's
That's
a ray.
why I think it's a shark, dude.
It's a ray. Look at his back. He's got the ray fins coming out of his back.
Why does he have a fin on his head?
I don't know. Yeah, from the right angle, like I see the shark though,
He's a weird creature. Yeah.
or a catfish maybe.
Yeah. He's a weird catfish ray shark. That's
He's
what
a
he
real-
is.
This is a real hybrid kind of idea. So there's a
Yeah.
lot of seagoing dudes here, but apparently
Yeah,
one of them's a pirate, so that makes sense, right?
Well, that guy looks like the Azim from Robin Hood.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right. Just you can swap Morgan Freeman head on there.
Yes, exactly.
Mr. B made a skeleton crew. The Crabman is cool. Jonathan saying Snake Lady shown off last year and is coming out in 2026 until they push it back to 2027.
Yeah,
And then Gary's just thinking about his Hot Toys Wolverine, which is coming. It's also been a 2-year pre-order. The Snake Lady would be cool with a Medusa head sculpt. You know what? That would actually be really, really cool. Because then you could like do a whole custom Clash of the Titans thing. Let's see, Fortnite tribute figure too. All right, and then this is a night, and this is where I feel like it's kind of weird that this takes 2 years because I feel like they already had a knight like this, so a female knight, and I mean it's one of those things where it's like, so it's just a new head, right?
It did.
And maybe a helmet.
They absolutely did. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So why do I gotta wait 2.5 years for this?
Was the first one never done yet?
No, I'm probably that. I think that's the craziest
Yeah,
thing. There. They got stuff that you've been waiting for 2 years, and then all of a sudden something pops up and it's like, and we have it in stock, ready to ship. I'm like, wait a minute.
Like a Walmart pre-order.
Yeah. All right. Oh, it's a manta ray.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what I mean. It's like a ray of some kind. Yeah, manta ray. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. They look really, really good. And, you know, everybody always tells me how great they are, you know, the figures. But I got this one that I finally opened. And this is what happens.
Jeez, Dean, why'd you rip his arm off?
It's just, I mean,
are they one of those that you have to almost heat up or dip in some hot water or something?
no, like it's in there, right? But like to
so
move the arm. Yeah, it's not that it's broke, it's that this is just a little bit too small for that peg, which makes it easy to come out if you're trying to recreate that Monty Python movie, right? Then you could take off the arms and legs and stuff. But to like articulate the guy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Mr. B's right.
You gotta I grab a different part of the arm. You can't just grab the lower arm and move it up. Especially when you're just grabbing it off the shelf. You can see right there where it doesn't want to set in very well. It's just a little bit too small. So like everybody who tells me, oh, these are so great, blah, blah, blah. This is the first one I've ever opened. I have another night that I'm choosing not to open now, even though the pack just slides back together, but not the best.
Yeah, I think they're meant to do that. But I agree though, that because some of the higher end figures that I've got, like a Medicom or I don't remember if it was a Mafex or something. I just remember getting one of those. It was an Iron Man, and I felt like I was going to break it every time. And
Yeah, like
100 accessories and everything was interchangeable, but it wasn't fun for me.
Look, I'm all for the interchangeable parts, but the He-Man figures don't just pull apart when you go to articulate the arm or the leg. You gotta like actually pull it apart. Now, Valve has the Praetorian or whatever that has like the removable arms, and they're going to do the removable arms. And the way that they're making the removable arms is you have to make that little peg a little bit smaller so that you're not, stressing that joint out every time you do it. But the problem is he doesn't want to hold his arm up in certain positions if he's holding like a gun or something like that. So if it detracts from the articulation, then I think that's not a good sign.
But it's only a flesh wound.
I don't know what that means. There are zombies over there?
I'm not sure. Yeah, must be.
All right.
If you hear squeaking when moving limbs of an import figure, shock or oil or hot water. Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
all right.
Optimal
Primal, John?
That's kind of cool.
It's 11.
This is
2 inches.
This is like some super special version, isn't it?
72 points.
3-0. It's a 3-0, yeah.
74 points of articulation.
Wow.
It's got a Hasbro logo on there.
He's an ape. Yeah, it's a cool figure, but I never got into the Beast Wars ones.
All right. So
they look it's probably the best looking one I've seen, Yeah,
it does look pretty good.
Wow.
Hiya Toys.
Nice.
Look at that.
So now you guys all want to run right out. These are all like 4-inch figures or something like that, right? Hiya.
Are they really that small?
Oh, they do both. They do.
Oh, they do. So is this a 6-inch figure? I didn't see, because nobody ever says, right, when they post pictures and stuff. And they don't tell you. And I'm not a metric person, so if I go to the website and I see 5.9 centimeters, I have no idea what that means. I mean, I got a general idea of a centimeter is like that. So 5 centimeters is 5.9 centimeters, I guess, is like almost a 4-inch figure or something. That's what I think.
Is that an anime called Take Your Heart or something?
I think so.
Yeah.
Mr. B's heart, apparently.
Okay, and then Hasbro's big reveals this week are reissues.
Yeah, but this looks cool. Come on.
So I have this set. I got it the first.
For that coat, man. What's wrong with his coat?
It's pretty big.
Listen,
it's so big.
Beast's coat, I think.
They had to crowd.
It's huge. Yeah, it's like they put Beast's coat on a little guy.
They had to crowdfund $170,000 to make that coat.
I know. Yeah.
Listen, I got the set the first time around. I think the set is fantastic. The Wasp, I think, nails it on there.
Yeah, that's a good
look. Got Giant Man with the helmet on, with the mask, and he looks like the Giant Man, but he's small. Looks super cool. Yeah, you're right. I didn't even know where I have the head for this or the jacket anymore. It's in a tote. It's in one of my bins somewhere.
Yeah, Jonathan, it's way too big. Yeah.
The best part about this reissue is you get to pay more for it than I did.
The best part, yeah.
So that is the best part, because they couldn't release these at the regular previous price or a lower price, since they've already basically paid for whatever molding or whatever they had to do on the first run. They're going to charge more because they have a higher.
Well,
price.
there is a beaker in there. You see that little beaker?
Yeah, that beaker. There is one.
Yeah, there.
And there's a little ship.
Yeah, I think there's a little ship.
There's a little ship in
Right.
there, and so
Well, that's a new piece. That cost them
no,
$100,000.
it was part of the original set. This is exactly a reissue of the first set.
Really? The beaker
Yeah.
was even there?
Yeah, everything
Right.
was in there. Okay, so that's super exciting.
It looks great, but no, I'm not getting it.
No, well, part of the problem, John, is way past your price point now.
And I already have a wasp and
Right.
giant man in my.
But you don't have this wasp. right
No.
here? You don't have this one, obviously. But let me just show you what it looks like in person, because that head sculpt is really good.
Yeah, that's cool.
With any
Yeah, I
electrical
don't have that wasp. No, I have the other one.
And
the
if you're a comic
Yeah.
book fan at all, I mean,
yeah, they look great.
that is the set like you have to get. So if you don't get it, that just means you're not really a comic book person.
Yeah. I can't be happy with the one I already got. So.
All right.
Or what I mean is I shouldn't be happy with the one I already got. That's what it.
3 more reissues coming up. So
Why is they putting out Wonder Woman in Marvel?
that's not Wonder Woman, but if you look for that figure, this is the one. This is actually Northern Nomad's not here, but like a couple of weeks ago, he said that he was going to try to buy it from CMD store in Canada, and that when it was like $60 or something like that, and when he put it in his cart, there was like a $40 markup on it, and so basically it was exactly what you would pay on Amazon. So on Amazon for that figure, they're currently trying to get $100. I mean, those sold out super fast, and the price on that just skyrocketed. So it's hard to get that figure. Now, this other one, is it Captain Marvel?
Yeah.
Carol
Danvers, right?
Yeah, that was the Target exclusive. And the thing is, I found that one in store when it came out, and they were hanging around for a couple of weeks. So that's kind of cool. And then that they're reissuing that one, because I think that one became rare after that first run. And then the Silver Surfer, the Thor one or whatever, that's the Obsidian.
That's the Obsidian dark
Obsidian one. That was a Walgreens.
That's the one I sold.
Yeah, that was a Walgreens exclusive. So that's pretty cool that they're coming out with that. Again, they're going to be more than they were, but at least they're going to be less than they are on the resale market. Right? So, but Jonathan's saying when they reissue them, they should do pin lists and stuff like that.
At least some kind of bonus. Yeah,
it would be nice if they would upgrade them, but this like these two on the right, like John's Wonder Woman, which I can't remember her name, but Power Princess, is it Princess something? and then the Carol Danvers, those were recent, right? Like just in the last 8 months or so. So it's interesting because that Silver Surfer was a few years ago at least. But
yeah,
it's nice that they're doing these reissues.
He was my Silver Surfer in the collection for a long time until I got an actual silver one, and then I sold the Obsidian one.
Yeah, I'm having trouble because I put him back in his box, and I'm having trouble locating the surfboard.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what I did with the surfboard. I know I put it somewhere, and I just can't find that guy's surfboard. All right, and then two more reissues that are coming up.
You get a cool background with Captain America.
Yeah, that's the 80th anniversary Captain America.
You did before. It's the exact
same.
You
did get a background like that before?
Yeah, it's exactly the same.
No change that I could tell.
Okay.
The problem is then they came out with this guy that had the broken shield. Right? This guy had the broken shield, and I like this cap better than that one. Honestly,
they found him in a warehouse and just yeah, who knows? They very well could have,
It's like, oh, here's all those ones that were supposed to go to Target.
Here they are.
No wonder nobody could find them in store. Now, Walgreens was closing down some of their warehouses, and they were like, "Hey, how come we never ship these Silver Surfers to the stores?" Oh, well, because they never asked for more because nobody ever bought the 5 that were on the shelf. No. They bought the Silver Surfers. They just didn't buy that Jin Urso. Like you go to Walgreens and look at their figures. Sometimes they have like these Star Wars figures that were like Rogue One
Yeah.
era. Star Wars
My
figures
my
coming in.
Walgreens still has figures that are 10 years old on the
Oh
shelf.
yeah, it's like a
crazy.
time machine.
Yeah.
Just about any of them.
General Veers is still on the shelf. You know what I mean?
I want to go to Walgreens and see if they still have any of those Westworld figures. Because
Oh, the diamond.
Yeah, that's where you get some like Western hats and stuff like that.
Forgot about those.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
these look good, but I don't need either one of them. I'm already all done with Wolverines. I got enough of them. I don't need another Captain America. I got the one that's in my set. So, but it's good to have them on. Like we said, it's good to have the main characters in stores in case that one person comes in who doesn't have one yet, and they're
Yeah.
just starting out their collection and they need to get a Wolverine or a Captain America. You know.
So yeah, so like with the Danvers and the, is that Power Princess? Is that who that is?
I don't know.
Or
I'm telling you, if it's not, it should be.
it's
okay.
Wonder Woman.
And this was a Hasbro Pulse exclusive, right?
Oh, was it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
it
then
was?
so those and these two figures and this figure set, I feel like we're all around the same time period. And then Cap, I think, was maybe a little bit before that. And I feel like Shane's really funny because he's like, they're not going to be happy until Ross has all their figures for $5.99.
Yeah.
I want to say that I'm gonna say that I think the reason we're getting reissues is because they stopped production where they were and they moved production facilities and then they started ramping up production, and that's why these figures were kind of rare-ish, is because they didn't produce the numbers that they intended to produce because they were trying to avoid like the tariff issue by moving production factories out of China into somewhere else. So say with the Carol Danvers figure, their intent was to have 5,000 of them go into Targets, but they did like one production run of like 2,000 or whatever, and then they shut that factory and they were moving. And now they're like, well, let's just do the other 3,000.
I see.
That's where I think these reissues are coming from.
Maybe.
I could be wrong. It could be that they're paying attention and saying, look, somebody wants $99 for this figure. If we just make 3,000 more, we can sell them for $30.
Yeah.
It could be that, but I feel like it was victims of the circumstance of moving production. Power Princess. That's Shane saying Power Princess.
I don't know why anyone would be paying $100 for Power Princess.
Well, no, it's still available on Amazon, which means nobody's buying it. But it's a good way to get like a Wonder Woman in your collection because with an easy repaint, right?
Hmm.
All right.
Right already there.
This is NECA's new Predator Badlands figure.
Oh, nice.
How about that, John? You can't even see his face because of the helmet.
No, I know. Yeah.
And what kind of a helmet? Is that like a Predator helmet?
No, it looks like a helmet from medieval times.
I feel like this could be NECA Gladiator.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I thought you were back at the Mythic Legions screen.
Yeah, this is like a Mythic Legions Gladiator guy.
I think they just saw how popular Mythic Legions were and said, hey, let's make a crossover figure and call it Predator Badlands. Mythic Predator Badlands.
Yep.
Sure.
I don't know.
Whatever you
Just
say.
making that stuff up.
He should come with the bow too. He needs that bow.
Yeah,
Does
Jonathan.
he just come with a sword, nothing else?
That Miss Marvel was not hard to find when it came out, and I don't remember anybody saying they had a hard time finding it. And I remember because I still have one in the box. I bought two in case like I heard somebody say like, "Hey, you know, I couldn't find that one." I was gonna say, "Oh, I got one," but nobody ever asked. So,
I never bought it. I don't need the figure.
yeah, but now it's $27.99. It's not $24.99 anymore.
Yep.
Predator, and then apparently Mondo's going to do another turtle.
Well, just the head and 2 fingers with a
Oh,
sewer.
that's a surprise.
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah, that surprises me. But I heard earlier you should sell your Mondos because they're zombies or something.
Yeah. No, that was
What?
Funko.
They turn you into zombies?
No, that was Funko.
Funko.
Right? Shane said it was Funko.
Funko. Oh, okay, Funko.
Yeah.
Well, Funko bought Mondo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so Mondo used to be like an independent company, and they did these really trendy things where they did like real small production runs on like posters done by artists and all that kind of stuff. Now the production runs are a little bit bigger, they're a little bit easier to get. Now they're doing some different stuff. So they're trying to make them more of a like the size of Funko. But Funko, I think, hurt themselves by just cranking out 1 billion Funko Pops.
Yeah.
For the variants in the chase.
Right. What Funko should do is they should just take an entire warehouse of Funkos and bury them in a landfill. And just make a big story about it.
Yeah, let's make a big story. Well, wait 5 years and then have someone dig up one of them.
Right. Oh, yeah. Wait 5 years and then tell the story of there's all these exclusive Funkos buried in this landfill somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere. Yeah.
All right. So,
what I love is I still have maybe like 10 Funko Pops, and the other day I was like, and a lot of them are like exclusive things or limited edition thing, and it was like, and I went the other day I was like, let me look up to see if any of these are worth. They're all like $5 or less.
Yeah,
give me a break. They're not even worth the $10 we paid for them. You know.
Ouch.
So does Mondo do dioramas?
I don't know.
Because I'm looking at the manhole cover and stuff thinking, is it time for them to do a sewer diorama?
Yeah, I don't know.
Does look pretty good.
Yeah. I wonder how much that would be.
I think what you're buying is what you see. You're just getting a flat piece that goes on your shelf with a little bit of trash, wrinkled up paper, and a lid, and the top of the head, and 2 fingers.
Oh, the
You
paper's
can customize that trash.
Yeah.
You can make a lot of it with a paper bag. All right, the Stranger Things.
Yeah,
that's awesome. I saw that. That's pretty cool.
WSQK.
Who is anybody going to pick this up?
No.
No, but I like it.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, it looks cool, but no, I'm not going to get it.
See, I'm not a big Transformers collector, but I would totally be into getting something like this because I like Stranger Things, and it's cool that it's a Transformer.
Yeah.
Right. Even though I'm not a big
last time they did a Stranger Things, was it a pizza van, right? Wasn't the pizza?
Was that what it was?
Was the pizza delivery thing? Wasn't it?
Yeah, Surfer Dude pizza.
Yeah, right. And this time they're doing the radio station. So I wonder if this van hits more prominent in the in season 5, right? Right.
No, it must be because I keep seeing the merchandise for it all over the place.
Yeah.
T-shirts on the cups. You've been to Target.
I want to get that phone case that looks like the old-fashioned radio.
Oh my god, that thing looks awesome, doesn't it?
Yeah, it just seems impractical though. Like I could never. Yeah.
Is his weapon like a rubber chicken?
I think it is.
Does it transform into a rubber chicken?
It's like a bird. It's a bird.
Yeah, that's kind of fun.
Yeah. Revoltech, Yamaguchi, Momi. Pronounce that, John, for me. You're the pronunciation dude.
Hubba hubba.
Momiji.
Momiji.
All right, Ninja Gaiden.
Ninja Gaiden, right?
Okay, thank you.
Here we go.
Here we are. Here we are on the pronunciation team. All right, that's coming soon, and then Mezco, Incredible Hulk went up for pre-order this week. I was having a little bit of fun with the promo pics. I did some.
Hi, Gary.
Hey, Gary.
Okay, see you, Gary. And I got to tell you, man, this thing looks really, really cool.
How tall is he?
Well, it's a Mezco 112, so I didn't see the height guide on it. but I'm sure he's taller than like a 6-inch figure.
Yeah, so
So-
probably 8 inches, maybe.
Yeah. I'm so curious about this guy, but the price is like
Yeah, I know, right?
Mezco prices, right? I'm so curious about pitting this guy against the Prophet saying 7.5, pitting this guy against the Maximum Series Hulk, and just seeing the difference, because this guy does the clap, right? And I'm sure doesn't need like a soft chest to do the clap,
Oh yeah,
right?
it looks
And
like he's
then,
almost got like double butterfly joints. Like there's
Yeah.
something weird going on there. Yeah,
and then the head sculpts on this are just
no, they're amazing, right?
incredible to me, because
And you get 2 different styles of Hulk.
yeah, that's what I'm saying, is like you can have that old monstrous look or the kind of like newer look, and I'm like those
Yeah.
that the Maximum Series Hulk head sculpts, I'm sorry, I wasn't feeling like any of them. And you can't really take one from your other Hulks and throw it on there because it's just not good skin matches to me, right? Like there's
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
one that might.
There's always a difference in the Hulks. Yeah, you're right.
So
Yeah, see, the thing is with me is I like this figure, and I know it's going to be expensive, but my next Hulk is going to be the Hano Studios to go with the Wolverine I got. You know what I mean?
okay,
So
yeah.
it's like I'm not buying any other Hulks till then. You know?
So this to me though, yeah, is like one that I would like seriously be like trying to
Yeah,
consider.
this is really good. Yeah, yeah.
So here's what I need to make this happen. I need everybody to super chat me enough to buy this thing.
That's funny.
Or just follow one of my associate marketing links where I'm going to make pennies on anything you buy. And then when I get enough pennies, oh man. So this Hulk's pretty cool. I don't know why everything has to come out now when like things are like, you know, at the state they're in. But anyways, all right, that's what I had.
Oh, you didn't show Predaking. Look at that.
It didn't show what?
So Predaking when it came out and sold out.
Oh, I did. You know what? I'm sorry, I didn't get the photo. Let me see if I can pull it up.
It's all right.
No.
And
I'm gonna do it.
In news wise, I sold my dinosaur.
Yeah. Did it pay for it at least?
Yeah, I got I sold the dinosaur for $100 pretty much immediately to a girl that's collecting the dinosaurs. And then I sold the armor and the guy for $60.
Oh, that's good.
Nice.
And I think I only paid, wasn't it like $130 or something like that for him when he was in the Kickstarter? So I actually made out a little bit, I think.
Okay, for some reason it's not showing it.
That's all right, you know.
You know why? Because I'm trying to open it up from the
Our chat thing.
yeah, because I didn't have a picture of it.
Yeah.
And it's not sharing that part of the screen. But you know, I do have a couple of more pictures of something else that I thought was kind of interesting. Does anybody know this guy Robo dude? Anybody familiar with him? He's a toy dude.
Well, when I was a kid, Robo was a guy that we nicknamed because he drank Robitussin all the time.
No, he's a YouTuber.
Robo Killa?
Robo don't know or something like that.
No, I'm not sure.
You guys don't know who that is. All right, everybody else knows who he is. He's really popular. He wears that like kind of golf cap when he goes places.
Oh,
he was on the Fush at one point. He's got his own channel now. All right, so he posted this picture, and I don't know if this is at Legion's Con or wherever this is, but it's Long Box Heroes. It's Tarzan. It looks like it was at the Big Bad Workshop booth.
Oh, that's interesting. I like it.
I do too.
We
Okay,
have,
so
we have Tarzans.
let me get this other one. See, because it's not in the presentation, I have to share each one separately. Get a little bit of a
That's
closer.
another character that hasn't come back in a while, isn't it? You're like, when was the last like movie with Tarzan? It's been a while, isn't it?
So it looks really cool, and it's like, man, yeah, exactly, Prophet. Like, can we get Jane? We don't know what's going to happen with this long box. So I don't know if this was on display at Legion's Con, or I don't know where he is, or if there's a convention somewhere else. But that looks pretty good to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't even need Kazar if I can pick that up.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So long box, and it looked like it was in the Big Bad Workshop table or whatever. So I don't know if like it's kind of gonna be like Big Bad Workshop is gonna sponsor that long box, and
They just cancel figures. Oh, okay.
yeah, but I'm wondering if it's like the same type of situation where Fwoosh was just recently canceling some figures and has something going on where like he took orders on his website and Big Bad apparently refunded. I heard that he wasn't refunding yet or whatever. And then Big Bad jumped in and they're adding those skeletons to the Monster Force. And then, so if it's the Fresh Monkey Fiction or Long Box Heroes or whatever, maybe they are getting like subsidized through Big Bad to actually produce these figures. So, it seems like there's like a group of action figure makers, and Big Bad seems to be like helping fund some of this stuff. That's what it seems like, right? Knowing that they're going to make money off of it. So, got to get in this club,
Right.
And then figure out what action.
Well, and it seems like Big Bad. There's sort of like two sides to it. It seems like Big Bad Toy Store is setting themselves up to be the place to go for these small toy lines and smaller toy companies.
Right. It seems like that they're trying to become the part producer in these smaller like brands, right? Like
independent brands or whatever you want to call them. Yeah.
Get us in on some of the profits, and then we'll help fund you. We have the backing or whatever.
Yeah.
They're trying to be more than just what?
Why not?
Yeah. I mean, that just makes them more than a toy store.
Yeah,
right?
More than just the standard, the same as everybody else. Yeah.
And maybe they felt like, hey, we got to do something, or we don't want to end up like Dorkside.
Well, it pushes them above. It also pushes them into a niche market that's above, like, if you look online, I think their biggest competition would have to be Entertainment Earth. And you want to stand out and have something different than Entertainment Earth, and that's what it gets them.
Right. It gets them exclusive figures. Yeah, that you can't get over there.
But they also have just about everything that Entertainment Earth has, so you're going to start going there for everything if you're a toy guy. You know what I mean?
Plus $4 flat rate shipping or whatever it is.
Yeah, and the pile of loot's a good idea. Yeah, they've got all these. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Anybody else have anything they want to talk about before we head off into the weekend?
No, sir.
All right.
No.
Dan, rest in peace, Dorkside. I think you were the last person I know that ever got anything from them, Dan.
Yeah.
I liked them, man.
Yeah, they had some exclusive figures that I don't know what happened to them. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out on a Saturday afternoon, watching and talking about toys and action figures. And we'll be back next week on the Toy Duo team.
Yeah. Be sure to go to the channel and answer the trivia questions. They've been starting to be a pretty good hit. I've been putting trivia on each of my new videos, and it's getting a lot more comments now.
Oh, that's nice. All right, so go answer the trivia questions, and if you don't know the answer, just say Timu.
Hold tight. When you don't know what new is coming, but you fear you might miss out. Just sit right back. Just relax and watch and listen. The Toy Duo team brings you what you need. The toy news you didn't know you needed. Action figures, TV news.
love it when a plan comes together.